Buenas tardes, buenos días, noches. Para algunos ya será el nuevo año, para otros todavía estaba muy alto. Bueno. Fischl, el Benito. ¿Con qué? Chiquín y ya estaría. Pues bueno, a Inazuma. Ah, la madre, recién me acabo de dar cuenta que tenían para subir los audífonos, entonces sí. Ha estado fuerte el audio. Bueno, es momento de volver con Jason.
Traveler, Paimon, please let me be your partner for the final round of the test of courage.
Wow, la primera ronda tenía 6 opciones, la segunda ronda tenía 5 opciones, y esta ronda tienes a Jason, solo Jason. Ahora tienes bueno, voy a poner un G-Street porque tenía acá y si no luego se van.
I'd like your assistance with this investigation, since you two are the only ones who have seen the alleged ghost.
That's fine with Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
Me parece bien, forzosamente, pero está bien. ¿Tienes alguna idea de Jason?
I have a few theories, but we don't have enough leads yet. There are some places I'd like to investigate first, so you two can accompany me.
Sure. Where would you like to start?
I want to go back to where we first met up. According to your accounts, you encountered the ghost there and passed out.
Exacto, está enterrando algo.
I believe there may still be some clues there.
Do we really have to go there? What if we're walking into a trap?
No hay problema, Paimon. Todo tranquilo.
Are you worried that she'll be waiting for us? If anything, that would make things easier. My worry is that we won't be able to find her. Honestly, it'd save me a lot of trouble if she were to show up on her own.
Wow, Hazel, you're fearless.
The more cases you see, the less afraid you become. Let's go.
Torrentes mundanos. Dirígete al lugar donde conociste a la misteriosa mujer. Ya.
This should be approximately where you first encountered the ghost. Of course, we cannot conclude whether the woman is actually a ghost or not at this point.
Exacto.
But I'd like to go over everything that happened again. Do you recall anything she said at the time?
Let Paimon think.
Era algo que se puede interpretar de varias maneras.
She warned us not to go near her, and she said if we didn't leave, our souls would become trapped here. Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to remember that moment. Paimon's shivering just thinking about it.
And then what happened?
Then, everything seemed to get darker, and Paimon started to feel dizzy. There were ghostly flames flickering all around.
Y luego Tabito usó su habilidad especial,
Paimon
quedarse
saw
dormido
some sort of
en
black
una escena
mist
importante.
surrounding the ghost, and then Paimon passed out.
Based on your account, it does really seem like you've seen a ghost.
Exactly! So are you convinced it was a ghost now?
No, para nada.
It's possible, but I'm more interested in what she's actually trying to achieve than what she is.
Exacto.
Even if she is a ghost, as long as she possesses some sense of reason, then there must be some purpose behind her actions.
Sí, pues.
Wasn't she after our souls? She said that
No,
herself.
Paimon, eso no.
I think she was just trying to scare you.
Ajá.
Oh, you think so?
Think about it. If I had the ability to take your souls, then why go to the trouble of warning you over and over again? Besides, a ghost wouldn't have allowed you to walk away knowing about the secret of its powers.
That does make sense. Huh. Why didn't Paimon think of that?
No podías razonar. Tenías tanto miedo que no podías pensar en algo así. Lógico.
I believe there are only two possibilities. The first is that she wanted to reap your souls, but there was some condition that had to be met. You know, like what we usually call a curse.
Ajá.
But if you had really been cursed, then you would probably have noticed it by now.
Sí, pero...
So, this is the less likely scenario. I believe she was just trying to scare you away.
But why would she want to scare us away? Oh, Paimon knows! Maybe she was trying to get us to quit so she could claim the Test of Courage prizes!
Paimon. Pésima deducción, así que te preguntaré, ¿estaba registrada como participante?
Oh! Probably not. So why does she want to scare us? Do you have any ideas, Hazel?
Based solely on your account, I don't believe she actually meant any harm. She just didn't want you to stay here.
Hola, Eldramu.
But this evidence alone is insufficient to make any valid
pues acá
assumptions.
jugando el
She could very
evento
well be
de
guarding some treasure or
Genshin
covering
Impact.
up a crime.
De la prueba de valor.
Though, my intuition
este
is
tercer
telling me
día es
that neither of
básicamente
these hypotheses are
solo Heizo.
correct. Let's
El
continue
primer día
investigating
puede
the
ser
surrounding
entre
area.
Ayakita, Kazuha y Yoimiya. El segundo entre Toma, Sayo y Goro. Y acá Heizo. Así que termino esto, termino los minijuegos y consigo el refinamiento para el arma y Protos. Pero aún así, si sigues acá, gracias por haberte pasado.
Shine down.
Ah, rayos. Ahorita estoy intentando hacer no muchos dedos porque el G-Strix ha ensuciado mis manos un poco. Lo bueno es que tengo como que, bueno, papel higiénico al lado, así que comparte con Heizo todo lo que has encontrado. Ah, rayos.
Have you found any leads yet?
unas ramas extrañas.
Yeah, some tree branches seem like they were bent by something, but that's about it.
I see. After you left, I took a good look around the area. Aside from the bent branches, there are burn marks in some places, but that doesn't really tell us much. If only there was some more conclusive evidence.
Algo más.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt.
Testigos, nice.
Oh, it's you guys! What are you all doing here? We heard you were out searching for clues, and we wanted to help.
Oh,
Oh,
gracias.
that's really brave of you.
Actually, we're also really unsure about what's happening here. We just asked the members of Mr. Ito's gang about what happened to them, and it sounded really scary.
Oh.
That lady's either a nasty evil spirit or a formidable yokai. Either way, it's not good. But we still want to hold the Mikawa Flower Festival.
Uh-huh.
Ah, punto, punto,
We
punto.
long admired the friendship between Lord Kamai and the samurai, which is why we want to hold the Mikawa Flower Festival to return the favor we once received from the humans. Even though our powers are limited, we don't want this bond of friendship to vanish. The Mikawa Flower Festival is meant to be enjoyable for everyone.
The Chinju Forest covers a large area, so it'd be great to have more help in the investigation.
A ver, grande.
Welcome to the team.
Supongo
Let's
que
all
por el
do our
juego.
best to figure out what's going on.
Don't worry, we're
Es
very
como-
familiar
como
with
dicen
the
en
area.
Puerto Libre,
We won't miss
famosas.
any clues.
Ok. Ya me acabé. Investiga los descubrimientos de los pequeños yokai. Solo que un momento déjenme botar. Esto el tacho. Por unos segundos me lavo las manos y ya. Para quitarme un poco el chistri.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Wow, qué comentario de la show.
Illusion shattered!
Me hace un estrés. Jadeando.
Look what I found down by the river! Huh? What is it?
Is it a scrap of black cloth? I've never seen fabric like this before.
Tela negra.
This is a piece of shade cloth.
Opaca.
Shade cloth?
Yeah, it can effectively block out light and is used in a variety of settings, including stage performances. There's a rough tear in the cloth, probably caused by a sharp stone, or maybe some branches.
Branches?
Suppose that a large shade cloth was originally hung from a tree, bending the branches. When the shade cloth was removed from the tree, perhaps one of the corners caught and the branches ripped it, causing a small piece of black cloth to fall into the river. Either she didn't care, or she was in too great a hurry. Perhaps she had other things to handle at the time.
Pero ¿quién sería?
Why would she hang shade cloth in the trees?
Exacto, Paimon.
I'm only speculating, but maybe she used it to create the atmosphere you experienced.
¿A qué te refieres?
Let's not worry about that for now. There's still many variables I haven't deduced yet.
Ah, bueno.
Next, I'd like to investigate the place where the Arataki gang encountered her. Do you know how to get there?
Oh, I know the way. I asked the gang members where their encounter with the ghost happened when we were chatting
He
earlier.
knows the way.
I'll take you there.
Sabe por
Good.
dónde.
Please lead the way. Let's go find out what's going on.
Bueno, al menos está cerca, eso de rápido.
This is the place. They claimed that as they passed through here, the area suddenly grew dark, and some ghostly flames appeared out of nowhere.
Ah, ya, la zona oscura.
Huh. What a coincidence. We saw the very same thing.
Let's start by taking a look around the area, just as we did before. Aha.
Exacto.
I found some sort of smashed ball under the tree.
Pelota
The
destrozada.
inside of it looks like it was blackened by smoke, and it smells like fireworks.
Oh, efectos especiales, ¿no? Capa.
There's some strange powder in the cracks of these stones. I picked some up and sniffed it to see what it is, and it made me really dizzy. Ugh, I'm so tired now.
Ah, así que con eso hizo el Davito ZZZ. Dormir, me imagino. En serio, 52. Eso quiere decir que al final va a haber como que 999 de estos cristales. Ah, esa.
Judging from the burn marks left on the scene, the ghostly flames you saw were not created by yokai power. Rather, they appear to have been caused by something flammable. I'm not sure what, though.
Fuegos artificiales, pólvora. O lo que sea que encontró el capa.
I found some sort of smashed ball under the tree. The inside of it looks like it was blackened by smoke.
Listo.
Similar scare tactics. And she didn't have the time to completely hide the traces. I believe we're closing in on the truth now. I'm almost certain that the woman you encountered was not a ghost. She possesses no extraordinary powers. She was merely scaring people with some small props she had set up ahead of time.
Si no tiene poderes sobrehumanos, entonces como... En serio, los títulos me parecen raros, pero bueno.
Some small props? Like, can you really do all that with just some props? What we saw was absolutely terrifying.
No, Paimon, ustedes corrieron con efecto de humito, se puede.
First and foremost, the test of courage contributed to the unsettling atmosphere here. You were initially frightened by your first encounter with these three yokai, and then shortly after, you ran into the mysterious woman. It was natural for you to be on edge.
Mujer misteriosa.
Because you were already tensed up, you were breathing more rapidly and inhaled a lot of sleeping powder that she had sprinkled around the area. That is what caused you to feel dizzy. That's when she pulled down the shade cloth and lit those so-called ghostly flames, creating a terrifying scene. That's the most likely explanation anyway.
So, it was all just a show?
Exacto.
She tricked us!
There is, however, still one loose end. The person who commissioned my investigation did become stranded on the beach as a result of some unusual power.
Ah, bueno, en la playa. Entonces
That
está
couldn't
raro.
have been accomplished by just a few small props. But if she possesses such powers, why bother with the theatrics?
Oh, Paimon can't wrap her head around all this.
She can only use props to scare people in the forest, but she can use strange powers on the beach. I see. I think I've figured it out.
Artilugios en el bosque, pero en la playa puedo usar su poder.
Whoa, that was fast.
If we rule out the potential of organized crime, then only one possibility remains.
Ah, entonces sí o sí podrían haber puesto un crimen organizado, un grupo de crimen organizado. Bueno, Joyo Verso, ya sabes cómo hacértelas luego. Un evento de sustos, pero involucrando a los fatuis por algún motivo.
I know who the woman is. Let's go to the beach.
We'll come along too.
No, you should go back and tell the others not to be afraid and not waste their time searching the forest. The truth has surfaced. It's time to put an end to all the unnecessary panic and await the outcome of the test of courage.
O sea, lo que hizo-
Okay, but please be careful.
¿Y qué era el ítem de esta tercera ronda?
If you run into any danger, simply call out our names. We'll be able to hear you.
There shouldn't be any danger now, but thank you anyway. Let's go. Let's search along the cliffside. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a chunk of earth that's unlike the others.
Follow the wind.
Va a aparecer en cualquier momento.
I knew it. I knew that you would come find me here.
There she is.
Eso.
I thought you were a yokai like the others, but they said they never seen you before. So, who are you? And why did you try to scare us?
Eso ya lo sabes.
I have already warned you never to speak to me. If you don't leave now, then...
Ahora Ah, no, hubiera querido tomar captura, pero bueno. Está grabado.
She's terrifying. Hazel, it sure doesn't seem like she's using any props this time.
Don't move. Just trust me.
Sí. Calmada, Paimon.
Your yokai power won't scare us. It will only hasten your demise.
Sí.
Yokai power?
Huh? How did you know?
Es muy obvio.
You're a yokai that emerged from an object and assumed a human form outside of your own body. When this type of yokai is close to its own body, it can use some yokai power, but that ability weakens as it moves further away.
Cuando el yokai Moto se acerca a su propio cuerpo, es capaz de usar su poder. Pero esa capacidad se debilita cuando te alejas.
And if the original body is destroyed, then the yokai that originated from it will likewise perish. Should I refer to you as a Hagoita spirit or Tsukumo Gami?
Hagoita.
Don't bother. You may call me Hanyuda Chizuru. That is the name I go by now.
Oh. Chizuru. En serio, está bonito su diseño.
Chizuru, why do you want us to leave?
Eso lo sabe. Pero es mejor
If
que
you're a
lo...
yokai, you should understand why the other yokai want to interact with humans. Besides, we had a great time playing a Kitsuyugen together, didn't we? Just like the story of Kamai and the samurai.
Yes. That's why. That's why I don't want you to be sad too.
Oh.
Sad? What do you mean?
I'm sure the yokai have already told you of the story about Kamai befriending the samurai.
Bueno, Ito, pero sí.
But they don't actually know the entire story.
Sí, pues. El cómo termina la historia.
The samurai was about 25 years old when they met at the festival.
25 años.
They met again 10 years later
A los 35.
and remained friends.
Oh, qué chido.
They spent time together drinking, traveling, and sparring. When they had first met, they merely respected each other. But 10 years later, they became best friends. After another decade, the samurai had reached the pinnacle of his swordsmanship and won their duel by a narrow margin.
El pináculo.
Kamai was so astonished by his defeat, he gave up drinking and began training to become stronger for their next duel. However, another 10 years later, Kamai did not meet the samurai. As it turned out, war had broken out in the south, and the samurai had gone to defend the border. Kamai was unconcerned, because 10 years was nothing in a yokai's lifetime.
55.
But when they met once again, Kamai discovered that the samurai was already 65 years old. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the samurai's gray hair and scars covering his body.
Hey, old friend. Can you still wield the sword?
I'm getting too old to fight. This time, I've come to say goodbye.
I see. Then, how about one last game of Akitsu Hazara?
All right.
The samurai gave his best effort during the game, but had to quit halfway through because he was too weak. After putting down his agoita, Kamai remained silent for a long time before letting out a long sigh.
What a shame.
Their friendship started as something they looked forward to, and in just a few decades it turned into regret.
Se conocieron cuando él tenía 25. Luego a los 35 dieron un combate y se volvieron más cercanos. En los 45 él había conseguido su cenit y ganó por una brisa. Pero a los 55, cuando aún podía luchar, pero estaba poco a poco en su decadencia, tuvo que atender otros asuntos. Sobrevivió, pero a los 65 ya esa decadencia ya le había llegado, porque él ya había gastado la flor de su juventud antañamente.
Lord Kamai's appearance hadn't changed, but his dear friend in front of him had grown old. The joys of friendship gradually gave way to the pain of regret. People often say that those outside the situation can see things more clearly, and I learned a harsh truth after witnessing all of it. Everything that people come to regret is inevitably set in motion from the beginning. We yokai are different from humans. We have longer lifespans and different natures, but we share the same world. We interact with one another, we are drawn to one another, and will eventually part ways. When the dream ends, all that is left are sorrowful memories and lingering pain. Even a wise and seasoned yokai like Kamai felt sadness when it was time to say goodbye. Imagine what a pure and kind little yokai would feel.
Como dice la frase, piensen en los niños. Pero sí, alguien joven, separarse y conocer el dolor de la pérdida. Bueno, sus motivos le dieron. Sus motivos le dieron a Chizuru.
Oh.
So, you mean...
I was hiding on this beach waiting for the last of my days.
Los últimos de
But
sus
those
días.
3 yokai came and set up the Akitsuyugen here, which woke me from my slumber. I didn't want them to approach humans with unbridled optimism and enthusiasm just because they'd heard the legend of Kamai and the samurai. That would simply be repeating the same mistake.
Is that why you pretended to be a ghost? To scare all the people away from here?
Ujú.
Oh, so you must be the one who trapped that guy on the beach. That was a little bit harsh, don't you think?
Sí, un poquito.
My power has become pretty weak now, and most of the time I just use some props I've collected to scare people. I can't show myself when there are a lot of people around. But that jerk was greedy. He wanted to steal the decorations from Akitsuyugen and sell them for a profit.
Ah, bueno, no, si te metes con las cosas de los niñitos, ahí sí tienes que tener su merecido.
That's why I used my yokai power, to teach him a lesson.
Ah, so that's what happened. You have a strong sense of justice. By the way, how did you know the rest of the story about Kamai and the samurai?
Ingenuo.
It's okay if you don't want to tell us. I've already figured it out.
Exacto.
Your true form is this pair of Hagoita, isn't it?
Ella lo sabe porque ella presenció su misma historia.
Hagoita? Oh, wait! So that means she's...
Exacto.
The pair of Hagoita used by Kamai and the human samurai to play Akitsu Hazura hundreds of years ago. You gradually developed sentience after being influenced by great yokai power. You were the closest to witness their story.
Como ella fue la que, o sea, el objeto con el que se usó la historia, fue el testigo más cercano al hecho, a los sucesos que pasó década tras década, de la amistad entre el samurái y el yokai.
Even with the yokai power's blessing, the Hagoita have started to rot away after hundreds of years. You can't sustain yourself, so you were forced to rely on props to scare people. And if my theory is correct, this pair of Hagoita is also the item we need to find for the 3rd round of the test of courage.
Por lo que quiere decir que Miko sabía de esto y quería que resolviéramos sus últimos días de Chizuru. Siempre Miku, no, siempre, ¿cómo era? Siempre ya teniendo así sus esquemaderas y cosas, ¿no? Típico.
Excellent work. You figured it all out.
Típico de Miko.
Congratulations, little ones. You've passed the 3rd round of the test of courage.
Ok, ¿y el premio, Miko? ¿El premio? ¿Cuál es el premio?
Miko? And the Shrine Maiden? Paimon thought you went missing.
Ok, no hay premio.
I apologize for causing you concern.
El premio
It was
son
actually Lady Yai's
los
idea.
amigos que hicimos en el camino.
Well, what did you think? Were you scared? Because fear is induced by uncertainty, the more chaotic the situation, the better. Having the event staff also mysteriously vanish only added to the uncertainty. I must say, I think this test of courage truly lived up to its
Como el miedo nace
name.
la incertidumbre, cuando más caóticas y raras son las circunstancias, mejor. Algunos miembros personales desaparecieron de forma misteriosa, por lo que la prueba de valor de ahora hace honor a su nombre. El valor para descubrir la verdad, que hubo en este caso. Y el valor para dar paso hacia nuevas interacciones con otras personas.
So you're the one responsible for all the scary stuff.
Podían dejártelo claro en texto en vez de hacer todo un rollo de detectivesco, pero meh.
Hitomi, go tell the others that the test of courage has ended and that we have a winner.
Pero bueno.
Now that I've solved the mystery, I'm going back to meet with my client. The intent to steal is not exactly a serious crime, but it can't go unpunished. I'll see you two later.
Yeah, adiós, Heiso.
Miko, did you choose the Hagoita for the 3rd round of the test of courage because you already knew about Chizuru?
Miko, Lady Yae, you're...
I followed Kitsune Saigu around the Mikawa Flower Festival one year and saw her play Akitsu Hazura.
Hubo un año en el que durante el festival de floral Mikawa seguía a la sacerdotisa Kitsune. Ah, cuando Miko era pequeña. Y la vi jugando al Hanesobi de Akitsu.
That was when I saw you. You didn't have a human form at the time and possessed only the earliest traces of sentience.
I remember now. You were on Kitsune Saigu's shoulder.
Ah, en el hombro de Kitsune. Y con su forma de zorrita. Ah.
I went for a stroll on the beach some time ago and sensed a familiar yokai power. Though your power was weak, I was still able to find you. You were sitting in a tree, gazing at the tourists below. I overheard you telling yourself that you must be patient and avoid contact with humans.
Oh.
Huh? When was that? I didn't notice you at all.
With your powers being so diminished, it was only natural that you didn't notice me.
What the fuck?
You must have been blaming yourself all this time. You knew Kamai and the samurai became friends as a result of Akitsu Hazura, a game connected to your existence.
Kamai y el samurai.
At the time, I couldn't take on a human form like this. I had only a hazy sense of the outer world. After they first met at the Mikawa Flower Festival, I felt proud to know that I had left a mark on their story.
Ah, está sonriendo.
But after they said their final goodbyes, I could often hear Kamai sighing to himself. I couldn't help but hide, because I blamed myself. When I woke up again, the world had changed. Lady Yae, you are a well-known yokai. You must know many more things than I do. So I have a question for you. People meet, become friends, and then go their separate ways. After such a short time, they leave only regret and sadness in their wake. Is it really worthwhile for us yokai to interact with humans?
Why not? Tell me, how did you feel when you played Akitsu Yugen with the Traveler?
I felt happy, but...
But your rationality told you that it was wrong, didn't it? It turns out that there is still another piece to the story of Kamai and the samurai that you are missing.
Oh, una parte más.
What do you mean? The samurai and Kamai never met again.
True, but the story doesn't end there. That samurai's name was Yanagibashi Takuto,
Oh.
who also happens to be the founder of the Soran Ishin art.
Soran Ichi. El Soran Ichi es... Ah, la espada de Kazuha. La espada que salió en el evento de Kazuha. A ver. Bueno, no, la mayoría de posts está con la espada de Kazuha, pero... A ver. Yanagabishi Takuto. No. El creador del estilo Soran. O sea, siento que la palabra Ishi me recuerda algo, pero no recuerdo de qué en la historia.
It is believed that Takuto developed this style of swordsmanship while dueling with Kamai, who had also befriended the third-generation heir of the Soran Ishin art, Tominaga Masanari.
El tercer heredero. Se cuenta que Takuto desarrolló este estilo de combate. de un duelo que tuvo con Kamai. Después de alcanzar la Zenith, ok. Con Kamai, quien acabó entablando una amistad con el heredero de la tercera generación del estilo Sora Nishin, Tominawa Masanari, Takuto y Kamai. Y luego Kamai se relacionó con el tercero, Tominawa Masanari.
500 years ago, Kamai and Tominaga fought side by side until their final moments, and the sword Tominaga wielded was passed down from Yanagibashi. The regret Kamai once felt had finally been resolved.
5 siglos después, what the fuck. Kamai y Tominaga. 5 siglos después, Kamai y Tominaga cometieron. Espera, ¿cómo que 5 siglos después? ¿El segundo vivió mucho tiempo o cómo? Kamai y Tominaga combatieron codo con codo hasta el final. Combatieron codo con codo hasta el final. Y Yanagibashi heredó la espada que apuñaba a Tominaga. Así, la constricción que sentía Kamai acabó disipándose por completo.
Oh, I never knew.
No entendí mucho.
We yokai are not like humans. Humans have too short a lifespan, and the day will inevitably come when we must say goodbye.
Mira, este cangrejo. Se asusta por ver el cangrejo ahí volando en la medio de la nada. Ah, gracias por el like. Quien haya sido, gracias por haber dejado su like.
However, the bond formed by friendship will not be broken, but rather carried on in a new form.
Nuestro lazo de amistad con ellos no se romperá jamás, sino que continuará tomando una nueva forma.
There's no reason to be upset by this. Time flies by in an instant, and life passes by like a dream. So, you must be happy in the present. You should understand what I mean now.
Hey, compadres!
Ito, what are you doing here?
Hitomi told me everything. And I also heard that you won the last round. I even know who the ghost lady is now. Anyway, I had a little discussion with the others, and, Hey, you're that fox lady. Why are you here?
Please just disregard my presence. Now, tell us what you discussed.
Sí.
Ah, right. All right, listen up. To celebrate the end of the Test of Courage event, we will be holding the Mikawa Flower Festival. I gave it some real thought and realized that it might be kind of difficult for those little yokai to hold the festival on their own. But with my help, it won't be a problem.
Exacto, hijo.
That's right. Arataki, the one and only Ito, will be in charge of organizing the best Mikawa Flower Festival anyone's ever seen.
Pucha, un festival de cada 10 años. Obviamente no voy a recordar cuál habrá sido el anterior, el siguiente. Es cierto, es un festival de cada 10 años. O sea, pueden haber puesto este evento y luego ya es cierto, no lo vamos a volver a ver hasta quién sabe si lo volvamos a ver. ¿Te imaginas que Genshin Impact dura 12 años y lo volvemos a ver este festival? Wow.
Hooray for Ito!
Oh,
Can we really trust this guy with the festival?
Bueno, es cierto que su evento fue como que medio pochito, pero la comunidad lo apoyó y tuvo un divertido más o menos con los limitantes que tenía. En términos de lore, lo bueno es que apareció mucha gente. O sea, la calidad de evento como tal no mucho, pero el hecho de que haya metido mucha gente pues ayudaba.
Hey, what you trying to say? Besides, it won't just be me. Other people will help too. Even my bro Ayato is gonna be there.
Bueno, Ayato está ahí, entonces está todo bien. Si Ayato lo organiza, está todo tranqui.
Everyone's busy getting ready, and the festival will be up and running in no time. It won't be long until you can all join the fun.
Nuevamente, gracias por el like. Quien haya sido.
You're the best, Ito!
Sí. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Entre los suyos preparan el festival junto a los yokai, así que de antemano. Wow.
And what would a festival be without me? I'll be sure to go have a look too.
Sin mí. ¿Qué sería un festival sin mí? What? Todos. Lo dejo en mensaje porque por si acaso.
It has been some time since I've attended a festival. Fortunately, I brought sake with me.
Paimon's gotta admit, Ito does have his moments.
Sí.
A festival, delicious food, count Paimon in!
¿Y qué quieres hacer, Chizuru? ¿Vienes?
All right, I'll join. If you don't mind, that is.
Me da ganas de... Me da
Looks like
curiosidad
the
ver cómo
festival
se
has
verá.
started! Let's go check it out!
Ahí está el cangrejo. Me da curiosidad ver cómo se ve en español. O sea, me dicen que las antorchas voladoras son efectos especiales. Wow. Un ramen, por favor. Gracias.
Oh no! I almost had it!
Oh, starting to get the hang of it, huh? Keep trying. Oh, starting to get the hang of it, huh? Keep trying.
Ah. ¿Qué pasa, capaz?
I think I need to take a break.
Ah, bueno. Oh, quizás. Esta escena...
Ito and Goro! What are you two talking about?
Oh, I was just saying that if I had more time, I'd have built a massive fishing pond here.
Fishing? You know, when I lived on Watatsumi Island, I used to just dive into the sea and catch fish with my bare hands.
Take it from an expert, using your hands to catch fish is nowhere near as fun as using a fishing rod. Just the other day, I caught a fish so big that I didn't even know how to handle it. I even wrote a letter to Yae Publishing House about it.
Sí,
That's an unusual problem to have.
tengo mucha comida. ¿Qué
A
hago con
big
él?
fish? How come you didn't tell us? Paimon could have helped you eat it.
Ah,
Huh? You wrote a letter to Yae Publishing House?
Oh, you bet I did. I wrote to the That's Life column and asked Miss Hina for advice. Ah, she's so amazing. She got back to me really quickly, too.
Huh, what a coincidence. I do some part-time work there, and I recently received a similar letter.
You mean the letter was about dealing with a giant fish they caught? No.
oh,
Could
no.
it be?
Oh, no, 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 no. Mira, está
Could it be that there's someone as good at fishing as I am? Oh, not on my watch. Hey, you all go enjoy the festival. I'm gonna get out there and catch an even bigger fish.
Oh, no, Ito, tienes un rival. Alguien si quiere hacer eso, tienes que hacer rápido. Ah, bueno, me están llamando, entonces. Ah, un momento. ¿Qué rayos es esa agüita, no? Ah. Oh, se me olvidó poner esto, fecha.
Just you wait. I'll be inviting you all to my fish feast.
Tú puedes, Ito.
Aw, the string snapped. I was so close! Yoimiya, this is more difficult than it looks. Can you really fish out these water balloons with a string?
Se puede.
Don't worry. Let me show you a little trick. Just remember that your hand has to be quick.
Yo-Yo Tsuri! Paimon's seen this game in some light novels before.
Do you want to give it a shot? Close one eye, aim carefully, and fish it out quickly.
Oh, it looks kinda tricky. Paimon will let the traveler try. You have to catch at least 3 water balloons since there's 3 of us.
But Yoimiya, if I close one eye, I won't be able to see anything.
Poderes. Mira, un minijuego de atrapar globos. Eso estaría interesante. Bueno,
This ramen is so good.
El yokai y el samurai. Tanjiro y su amigo. Nikita.
Yes. It feels like it's been ages since the last time I had some.
You mean you don't get to eat ramen very often, Ayaka? But it's so delicious!
Oh, it's you. We'll need 2 more bowls of ramen, please. Food like ramen and hot pot tend to have a lot of oil and salt, so I don't get to eat them very often.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, now Paimon totally gets why Ayaka would put cake into hot pot.
Huh?
Pastelillo.
Oh, please, no need to bring that up again.
Phew, I'm stuffed and feeling a little sleepy. I'm just gonna take a nap.
By the way, were there any special stalls at yokai festivals in the past?
Yes, but... well, it's a long story.
Ah, claro. Es una larga historia, sí. Wow, qué rápido. Ya se hizo
Can't
noche.
believe you couldn't get a single water balloon. You've gotten rusty.
No hubo evento,
Chizuru
Paimon,
managed
no
to finally
sé. No
get
tengo
one and gave it to
experiencia.
Hitotsume Kozo.
Bueno, sí.
He looked like he really wanted it.
Eso sí, pues.
Paimon wanted one too.
Ah, Paimon, tú eres el
All
señor que
right,
tiene
then I'll catch one for you next time.
¿Qué?
Yay!
Huh. Ah, bueno. Oye, ese tipo quién. Ah, toma y...
Come on now, this is way more expensive than usual. Even if it is a festival, you shouldn't hike up the prices this much.
Hey now, it costs money to run a stall. I need to raise my prices to help cover the expenses, you know?
Fair enough. How about 5 masks for 30% off? Final offer.
Alright, alright.
It's so hot. Feels like I'm being roasted here.
Don't get too close. It's better to keep a few steps back.
I know. It's just so rare to see such a nice bonfire. I want to get as close as I can to enjoy it.
There are many beautiful things in the world. There's no need to be anxious. The festival has only just begun.
I was surprised that you didn't even tell your sister. It seems she was quite frightened, too.
It would have been uninteresting had I told her what was going to happen ahead of time. Besides, with her friends by her side, she wouldn't ever be too scared. Having a little fright is good to release any tension she might have accumulated lately.
Everything went according to plan. People started to panic as soon as they sensed that they had no idea what was happening. How amusing.
Sí.
Yes, well done.
Esa.
Hey, you two, stop laughing! It was scary!
No, era divertido, era Paimon así.
Have you finished exploring the festival?
Al parecer sí. Dimos una vuelta.
Well then, are you having a good time?
Yeah, it's great!
The original Mikawa Flower Festival was much more lively. But even if you could attend the original, you probably wouldn't be as happy as you are now. Because it's always more fun to enjoy a festival with friends, isn't it?
Yes. Thank you.
Well then, I'm guessing you have something you want to say to him alone? We'll leave you in peace.
What did you want to say to us?
Ah, you saw through me again. I can't help but feel you somehow know everything.
Sí.
It's not that I know everything. It's just that I've been in your position before.
Oh, y con el pasado.
Traveler, do you have a moment? I'd like to talk to you. Alone on the beach.
Hola, Misael Pauca, gracias por pasar por acá. Gracias por pasar por acá. Ya, pues. Acá celebrando a pocas horas de la víspera del año nuevo. En el evento. Terminando. Pero debo decir, 2022 sí que ha sido un año. Tranquilo, tuvo sus cosas y sus buenos. O sea, no ha sido tanto como otros años, pero ha habido muchas cosas. Por ejemplo, en el juego salió el rito de la linterna, salió la cima, salió Sumeru, en Kanomiya, desierto. Y bueno, el próximo año a saber qué cosas nos aguardan. Así que, como lo puse ahí arriba, feliz 2023 a todos.
All right, here will do.
Happy
Thank
New
you for
Year.
agreeing to come with me.
No hay de qué. Espero ansiosamente volverte a oír en diferentes idiomas. Bueno, en realidad solo japonés e inglés, pero bueno.
Actually, I was delighted when I first discovered that I could take on a human form. I was a yokai derived from a pair of Hagoita who came into being in the middle of a festival. So naturally, I enjoyed the lively festival atmosphere. I wanted to go to more festivals, become friends with humans, and play Akitsu Yugen with them. But every evening, as night began to set in, I'd recall the bitter smile of the old samurai as he set down the Hagoita, and the lonely Kamai sighing as he drank his sake. Then I would wonder, if I became friends with a human, would that person experience the same melancholy in the future? As a result, I was convinced that I couldn't do it. I told myself I would not repeat that same mistake.
Te entiendo. Puedes arruinar. Tomar el primer paso a veces tiene mucho coraje.
I'm sorry that I spoke so strangely when we first met. I'm sure it must have scared you. I expected you to flee in terror. But when we met again, you acted like you had no trouble being around me.
¿O soy yo o es que se siente más fluido esta escena? Por alguna razón la siento más fluida, no sé. Cuando nos encontramos de nuevo, actuaste como si nada.
I knew you mistook me as one of the yokai, but instead of telling you the truth, I went and played Akitsu Yugen with you.
Como a uno de tus compañeros yokai, pero en lugar de decirte la verdad, pudimos jugar a Akitsu contigo. ¿Por qué?
I'm not completely sure myself. Perhaps it's because I've always wanted to be like Kamai and play Akitsu Yugen with humans. Or perhaps it was because I knew I didn't have much time left, and I didn't want to be alone.
Qué linda sonrisa.
Anyway, thank you for taking the time to play with me.
Gracias, Chizuru.
When we played Akitsu Yugen, Paimon said the loser would have to grant the winner a wish. At the time, I wished for us to never cross paths again. However, you still came and found me. Meaning, you never granted my wish. So, can I make another wish?
Ok. Subir las cosas que del mercado a la casa. Siempre que esté en mi mano.
Let me think. I wish for you to remember me. No. I only have one wish, so I better make it count. Okay. Listen carefully. My wish is... I wish that every day of your journey ahead will be filled with joy, like a festival.
Un día, en algún momento del día, sentir felicidad y alegría. Ok, Chizuru. Ok, Chizuru. Gracias. En este océano y cielo falso. Gracias. Atrapagolgos juega un elegante y bonito puesto en la ocasión de la comisión de Ichiro. El atrapagolgos para devorar en el eterno. Ok. Nuevamente, de antemano, feliz 2022. Todavía me falta terminar estos eventos, así que antes de que acabe el año. Ah, todavía no lo había completado. Ok. Y hidro... no sé, sé que había un evento más. Ah, crío, ahí aquí está. Y la velocidad. Ya está cargando. Ok. Algo para... Le bajo la música a Genshin y a darle. Oh, nuevo escenario. Está bonito. Empezamos. Algo va a cambiar en el dominio. Toma. Pensando en eso, creo que Piro funciona acá mejor. Porque esto es un electro. Eso es crío. Ah, bueno, no es. Ok. Rayos. Fallé ahí. Fallé en darle ahí. Pero todavía no acaba. Tengo 9 minutos. 9 minutos, eso es demasiado tiempo. Rayos, en serio, cuando se multiplica no puedo hacer. No puedo llegar a todos lados. Oh, what the fuck, ¿qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? Corre. F1, pero todavía no. Se llega. Oh, le di un golpe. Ah, bueno, ya creo que no le doy un golpe más hasta. Ok, ahora sí estoy tranquilo, ambos han tomado. What the fuck, 3. Ah, 1. Ah, rayos, FPS. Oh, en serio, cuando se duplican en cualquier momento es como... No me lo esperaba. Y luego se vuelven tan rápidas que ya ni sé dónde está cada uno. Porque es mirar a un lado, luego tienes que mirar a otro lado, y luego miras a otro lado y ya no sabes a dónde tienes que mirar. Sí, es este juego del celular que tenía antes. Y ya está derrotado. Let's do it. Salir de nivel y al siguiente. 1 de 3, faltan 2. Sopa de miso con cubitos, qué chévere. Supongo que primero tengo que hacer esto. Parece que sí. Gente o sin gente. Con gente. Este evento te enseña. Es divertido hacer eventos. Interactuar. Hidro y electro. La barra más ancha y una melodía simple y suave para esta vez. Sorry, bandas, está enfocado el mío. Intentaré ayudar a ir a por la tuya cuando sea. Ok, esa fue. Me da culpa. Está saliendo. A ver, decídete. Si te vas para allá o por allá. Ok, no se va a ningún lado. Esa fue mi culpa. Respira. Y agarre.
Okay, faster.
Con tranquilidad. Ok, siendo sincero pensaba que iba a hacer más, pero estoy tranquilo de mí. Más que todo porque estamos fallando, entonces no había mucho que hacer. No me sirve. No. Los de hidro están encima. Sí. 2, 3, falta poco tiempo. Okay. No ha sido el mejor tiempo, pero ha tenido su valor. Este bloque raro que será. Es como una especie de cubo. Pero no sé. Ok. Ah, eso. Muy bien. No se llama, pero ok. Ah, había perdido el mío. Bueno saberlo. Ok, eso fue mi culpa, eso fue mi culpa. Pareciera a ver si no se podía rellenar la ciudad. Algo usado. Supermiso de chiquitos. Easy. Siguiente. Al modo difícil. Modo difícil. What the? Okay. Nada. What the? Ok, no debo confundirme con ella. A la mierda. Sí, no, la barra escalaseado está OP, pero bueno. Hacer el dominio para crear. Espadachín, tiro demonio. What the fuck? next level. Y se convertiría en yokai, seguro. Darmo tricolor con terror de azúcar. 928 de combo, wow. Escuchar el agua de color. Ok, no le di efectos en cuenta. Oh, Ray, me dice que sí era alguien que está... Ok, no sé si es una especie de bot yo o pues... Voy a decir a alguien que estaba viendo. Si es así... Wow. Qué raro. gozado. Nuevamente gracias por los likes. 3 likes. Eso. Entonces ya cuadro no sabe. Qué rápido fue, what the fuck. Ni pude ver qué pasaba. Pero bueno, diversión es afanada.
Take a moment to rest and plan our next move.
La Fadashin, sí. 50, 1500 y todo. Y la tienda del evento. El material de refinamiento. Esto de sumero de Inazuma. Ayuda para farmear un nuevo arma, supongo. Dos, what? ¿Cómo se nota que lo hace un personaje de frente? Mira, 9805. Piu, 9.865, poco a poco a los 999. Y más mora. Nice. Todavía queda mucho por arriba. Pero bueno. Solo quería asegurarme que tengo cristales, porque como no son, en la cuenta conmigo no tiene cristales, pero no sé si es porque estaba jugando en Play y luego pasó a PC, o es porque pasó algo en su cuenta de...
Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move.
No sé. Entonces, 12, 2, 19, 12, 2. 75 tiradas aprox. Y luego 80 tiradas. Poco a poco. Poco a poco. Completa caminario pamplinoso, espadachín piredemonio y un sellado jugoso. Acuados. Y el pase de batalla nivel 41. Podría llegar a nivel 44, pero paso a hacerlo bien. Lo que sí casi se me olvida todas las semanas es hacer las expediciones Sumeru. Que estamos sábado, pero mañana domingo dudo tener tiempo para entrar acá en cámara. Aranara correrán peligro. Por eso. Pueden decir todos los amigos. Los compis aranaras deben ser protegidos. Estaba con lo de la misión por eso. Por un momento se me congeló la pantalla. Wow, por un momento se medio... Sí, el live estuvo un rato.
Grow! Allow me! The Temple of Wisdom!
Now you shall perish!
No es esto. Claro. salió lo de las misiones de expedición. Digo, reputación. F está inmune al electro.
Everyone hold hands.
Time to go to work.
Hold the line. Sharing my knowledge.
Let's end this now. Lay waste to the wicked.
This might hurt a little. Yeah! Allow me.
Gotcha.
Seguía multijugador, con razón. Cosas tengo los 5. Oh. En medio de la nada. Campamento en Freeshore en la cima de esta montaña. ¿Por qué será? Parece playa esto. Ese álbum de jardín en las costas del mar entre desierto y bosque estaría bonito, pero nada.
Stand with me. Shine down. One with nature.
Ok. Siguiente. Estoy oliendo el olor de plátano frito. Qué rico huele.
Time to go.
Así que ya me voy a ir apresurando con esto para ir a almorzar dentro de unos minutos.
I see everything. Dissipate.
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
Torn to oblivion.
Facilísimo. Ok, Effendi. ¿Cuál es la siguiente? Inmune a Nemorpio.
Everyone hold hands!
Clouds high. The birds call.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish. Ha!
Stand with me.
Y listo, ya las reputaciones hechas antes de que se me olvide. Porque créeme, han pasado algunas semanas y se me han olvidado. 42. Ahora sí, el evento de las escondidas. Por el tiempo no sé si me alcance a una o dos partidas. Si no hay tiempo mucho, solo una partida. Si hay algo más, dos. Yo lo que sé es que luego tengo que hacer en otra en cuenta secundaria de Play el evento de esto de Inazuma y en la cuenta de un amigo también el evento de Inazuma. Así que Gigats. Kazuha, entonces no tengo ánimos. A ver. Bueno, se puso ya ahí. What the... Oh no. Wow, esa sí no me lo sabía, o sea. Si él pone la suya acá y yo pongo la mía aquí, entonces literal puedo... Oh, esa sí no me lo sabía. Ah, está nice. Está bueno. Oh, eso. Gracias, amigo. No sé cómo le hice uno, pero le hice uno. Ah, ahí ya cambié el lugar. O esta lo hice por ahí. Ahí hace el truco. Tengo el truco para hacer las cosas. Ok, ya en un rato.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Wouldn't gliding be faster? Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Tener con qué facial pasó, así que te da como el motivo para seguirlo. No, John Lee, no. Rayos, casi. Ok, una más. Ok, dos cada Ah, rayos, soy cazador. Ah, debe haber cambiado las técnicas. Ok, no, si esta es la última, debí haberla terminado antes, pero esta es la última. Demon no es rápido. Tengo 3 minutos. O bueno, no, más de 3. Ah, rayos. 3 minutos y 30 segundos. Lo que me demora en terminar directo y otras cosas. 5, 1, 3, 2, 1. Pero que... Ok, hay alguien por allá. Arriba. Bueno, ganaron. Este mapa tiene sus trucos, eso sí. Ok, es hora de... Muchas gracias a todos los que se pasaron por acá y feliz año nuevo. Pasaron por aquí. Gracias y hasta un nuevo año. No sé si quiere hacer un shorts o algo así, pero antes de que acabe este año, pero a ver. Tengo que que hacer una lista de qué cosas quiero hacer este 2023.